Hello, hello, everybody. Gormongus, how you doing? Cindy, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Michael over on the YouTube side. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. I hope you're all having a great day, ready for our final day on this Interloper character. Our Ash Canyon start. We are currently in the Pleasant Valley Farmstead on day 16. We have had quite a fun 16 days so far. We're going to be, the plan for today, time allowing, for the next 3 hours, we're going to be touring around Pleasant Valley, picking up things from the barn, the crossroads, the outbuildings, maybe stopping by the pond real quick and doing some fishing, as well as going up to the radio control hut, and then we'll probably end up, you know, heading towards Mystery Lake, which is my usual go-to spot early in the game, and that's probably where we will be leaving this one off. But the whole purpose behind this series is to give you a idea of how I run my first, you know, few days worth of play in whatever Interloper start I get. And this one we happen to spawn in Ash Canyon. Next week we'll be starting a brand new one, and we'll spawn somewhere else, and we'll just go. And that's sort of what we're going to be doing here for the next couple months with this series. Just giving updating the ready to go guides, because a lot of things have changed as far as loot configuration and stuff like that. So, all right, let's. Oh yeah, the bear's way out there. I can see the bear off in the distance. Let's get a move on. We got decent weather, which is always nice. I'm gonna check the barn here real quick. I think there's a deer out here. Nothing else other than the deer over here. We could always take him later for some food, as well as some hide and guts. We're just gonna head straight over to the barn, because the barn has... Hey, Mr. Man, how you doing? Hello, hello, my friend. And Laka, hello, how are you? Both on the YouTube and the Twitch side. Lightning Cloud Draws, hello, and good Friday to you. Welcome in, everybody. It is Friday. I hope you're all having a fabulous Friday so far. We've got Long Dark on the tap here for the next 3 hours. We're also going to be playing a little bit more of our 7 Days to Die today. I thought a lot about it last night, and I'm going to play through 7 Days to Die on our current run till we get to about day 50. So we just have a little more time to go on it. And then after day 50, we're going to be starting up a new run. And we might, and I've got some ideas for the new run, so we'll see how it goes. One of my ideas for the new run on 7 Days to Die was to do a Horde Night, but make it a variable. There's a function you can set on there that will give your Horde Night, basically, instead of every 7 days, it'll be anywhere from it'll be a variable time, which is kind of an interesting idea. I missed a few streams. Did you go to AC to Summit to BB? Yes, we did, J-Car. We went we got the backpack. Sort of a little summary is we spawned in Ash Canyon. We went and got all the stuff in Ash Canyon, including the combat pants and one of the thin wool sweaters. We came out of Ash Canyon also with a technical backpack. Is that a wolf over there? It's a wolf, isn't it? We came out with a technical backpack, as well as the crampons. And then we went to Timberwolf Mountain. We did attempt to summit, but unfortunately there was no hacksaw for us. So we did not get the hacksaw. We did not get the summit loot. Yep, that is a wolf over there. We didn't get the hacksaw or summit loot, which kind of sucked. But, you know, that's just how it goes some days. Some days you don't get that stuff. And then we got out of there and we came down here into Pleasant Valley. And so far in Pleasant Valley, we've only been up to, like, the farmhouse. And, of course, we went to the plane crash. We got skunked at the plane crash. Literally not one piece of loot. Not one. Not one piece of loot at the plane crash. Nothing. It was the most vacant plane crash I've ever seen. sort of circled around that wolf because there's a wolf right over there. I want to check these couple of things out here real quick. Nothing in here. Okay. All right. All right. But that's pretty much where we're at. And today we're just going to finish up here in Pleasant Valley. We're sort of doing the tour of Pleasant Valley today. Yeah, I was really kind of shocked, Marley, that there was nothing, literally nothing in the plane crash. Oh, I got a book. I got a singular book. Thank you, Marley, for the correction there. I got a singular book at the plane crash. But yeah, it was a very miserable plane crash. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, it's been interesting so far. It's kind of shown you worst case scenario. Yeah, we got and we haven't found a. I mean, on the summit run, even though we didn't get that, we did get the prepper pie recipe. No, it was just a book. It was just one of those books. We did get the prepper pie recipe in the Timberwolf Mountain prepper cache. We did get the heavy hammer up at the forge, or up at the summit, and we also have over 100 matches on. We have over 100 matches. Like we have like 120 matches right now. The match count is insane at the moment. There's our stem, and we got our stem now. And we also walked out of there with about 100 cattails. Because that's how we roll. Anything under those? Nope. And I was hoping for a hacksaw here, but no hacksaw Jim Duggan. That sucks. We got some more work gloves. We got that kind of book. The book I just picked up, I believe. but hey, you know what? Everything's great because we're getting tons of cans of spray paint. Mr. Pickup Sticks can never put me down. I can pick up stick. I can pick them up. I never let them down. I'm not gonna let them run around and desert you. All right. Now I've heard, and I've never found anything myself. But I've heard you get there's sometimes a chance of good loot over here by the barn, over here near the birch forest. Now, the other thing that we have over here is the possibility of getting a bear from the birch forest. I think the only place I ever used spray paint in Milton, because I'm so bad at remembering which houses I visited. It's a great way to remember, yeah. It can really help you out with that if you're having trouble. Oh, and we haven't found a bedroll yet either. We've got no bedroll yet. Okay, so somebody said in this tractor you can sometimes get some stuff. How do you know when to break down the crates? Oh, there's a flare. I got a flare. There's not really a guide or there's not really a set. You should break down these. You shouldn't break down these. Most crates will have nothing under them or nothing inside of them, whatever you want to call it. Most crates will not have items available in them. There are a few that do, but generally they do not. Most of them are good for one thing. And that is for wood. And there are a few places that have crates that have stuff underneath them. Broken Railroad is a good example. The maintenance yard. There's quite a few places in the maintenance yard that have stuff underneath them. There's also a crate at the summit that has stuff underneath it. Oh, there's that birch that birch is just taunting me right there. Look at that birch right there. It's just like hello. But it's kind of a base by base. It's kind of a case-by-case basis. Most crates, though, I'd say 90% of crates do not have a thing under them or in them, whatever you want to call it. Most crates have no loot at all. So, unless you need the wood from them, I wouldn't even bother breaking them down. Like I said, there's a couple of crates in the, I figured we'd check these houses out, see if there might be some loot over here. I don't know. They've changed all the loot around, so who knows? There are a couple of crates in the maintenance yard that could have some stuff underneath them. Generally, underneath the crates, if there is anything, it's generally not that great. It's like maybe a book, maybe a rope, a couple pieces of metal. It's not like you're going to find tons of great stuff underneath them. So generally, I don't break them down unless I need the wood. If I need the wood, then I'll break the crate down. If I don't need the wood, I generally don't. The only exception is the maintenance yard. Because that one can technically have a stem under it. The maintenance yard one, there is technically a crate there that can have a stem. It doesn't always have it, but it can have it. We kind of took a little bit of a detour there into the birch forest, mainly because I wanted to grab 13 birch bark, because that's definitely worth it. That's 6 birch bark teas right there that we can craft up. I don't see moose sign yet. But if we go over this ridge here, we'll be on the river, and then there will be some cattails over by that fallen log over there. There's a deer there, okay. My bedroll's probably in Hibernia Processing Center. Well, I'm hoping, Marley, we have another... There's 2 chances of finding a bedroll here in Pleasant Valley itself. We already looked at the Mystic River picnic area. It wasn't there. The other opportunity that we have to find it is in the cave that's right up here above the Thomson's Crossing. There's a cave up here that has a possibility of having it in it. I haven't found it there in a while, but I do know it still spawns there from what I've heard, so... So we'll have to go check it out and see. Meanwhile, we can pick up more cattails. Because cattails are love, cattails are life. By the way, we are now rocking a 15-degree warmth bonus. We did make an improved insulation. We do have enough ptarmigan down to also construct our improved bedroll if we do find it. Because we've been very good about getting the ptarmigans. We've only, you know, with no weapons, you can only take 1 ptarmigan at a time from a flock before they all run away. But we've been very good about getting the ptarmigans when we can. Alright, let's head over here to Thomson's Crossing. We should get another box of matches at Thomson's Crossing at the store. But yeah, so far, no hacksaw, no bedroll. But you know what? Ultimately, that doesn't matter. We can survive with no bedroll for a while. We just have to make sure we go from house to house to house. And so we're doing that right now. And then, you know, if we don't find one by the time we get to Mystery Lake, there's always a bedroll in Mystery Lake for you. I have always found it there. And it's either at the in the winding river, in the cave, or in one of the pipes up by the dam, or it's in the it's also can be in the yellow train car out on the tracks. It can also be in the at Allen's Cave in the hunting blind. It can also be, of course, at the Mystery Lake camp office. And it can also spawn out on the lake in the bear's hut out there. In the hut by where the bear spawns. So, there's a lot of cool places that can be there. And Mystery Lake ultimately has the best concentration of high-value loot as far as tools go, and even clothing it's got pretty decent, but it's mainly the tools. It has the highest concentration of tools of any zone. I'm talking heavy hammers, hacksaws, storm lanterns, mag lenses, fire strikers, bedrolls. They'll usually come out of Mystery Lake with pretty much everything you want. You won't really be wanting for much once you leave Mystery Lake. So that's why I usually head to Mystery Lake early on, because that's a great place to go. Hey, Nana Place, how you doing? Hello, hello. Candy bar, there we go. A little dance, dance. Not much in here, unfortunately. There is a secret panel there, but you have to unlock it by finding a note. And I forget exactly where that note's at. Well, we got some books to start a fire with. I mean, that's good. Alright, we got a house up here. Got a house there. Yeah, I'm just gonna check the vehicles for right now. We'll come back for the other stuff. Keep the joints and bones happy. Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly. Gotta keep that stuff happy. Alright, we'll check these cars, and then we're going to go into Thomson's Crossing, the community center itself. And we'll get some sleep for the night, and then we'll get up and we'll explore the rest of the town tomorrow. I can't explore up here, though. I'm going to take care of the outdoor areas today. Nothing up there. We'll check this.
I could use this.
Alright, we got a canister. Not sure exactly what we're gonna do with that, but hey. We'll use it in a gas mask if we ever get one. Which we won't be getting on this run, because we aren't going that far. Let's figure we check around here. Like, see, these crates here, they're not worth breaking down. First of all, you'd have to build a fire to break those down. And it just wouldn't be worth it. It just would not be worth it. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3 buildings to explore there. Hey, Lady Q, what's up? What's up? How's it going, Lady Q? How you doing today? Alright, let's get our little, you know what? Nah, we're pretty dang tired. Let's just go ahead and sleep. We'll explore this tomorrow. This can be tomorrow's problem. Let's rip that into tinder plugs. I made my way to Carter Dam trailers on my run. Almost got ambushed by 3 wolves in the crash trailer trains or whatever. Bad hotspot for wolves. Yes, there's a bunch of bad hotspots for wolves. All right, let's make those into prepared birch bark. There we go. I am doing actually really good. All right. Let's choke down a couple candy bars. Oh, we got that really bad dog food. We are at full health, so we could risk it. Let's risk it. Let's risk the dog food. We're at full health. If we get food poisoning, we just take some medicine and sleep for the night. Alright, we didn't even get food poisoning from it. Look at that. Look at that. We didn't even get the food poisoning. We'll drink the soda. I didn't even have to eat any of my cattails. we still have another 25 cattails back, I believe, at the farmhouse.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
All right, there we go. Get some sleep. Woo! There's stuff in your face, Cindy. Hey, Eugene, how's it going, buddy? We just made it. For those just coming in, we just made it to the Thomson Crossing. We're just chilling here. We're gonna make a little fire, make a little water. Actually, I'll get a little more sleep before we, There we go. Oh, it's nice and light in here. We don't even have to make a fire. Sweet. Let's start in the kitchen. We're gonna look. We're looking for the recipe, boys and girls. There's a recipe around here. I don't see it there. Some more salt for us. All right, let's methodically go through everything here. We got some murder fish.
Still eat this.
41% murder fish. Maybe I'll get my hacksaw here. You know, I've not had a lot of luck getting tools at the crossroads. There is a, over where there used to be a house across the bridge, there is a spot that has a cart that I have found tools on before. Actually, one time I think there was a, yeah, I don't see it there. I found it in weird spots in here. One time there was actually a hacksaw and a heavy hammer at that cart, which was like, wow. Beef jerky. Check all these up here. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lady Q, thank you for the 100 bits.
I'm heading out to dinner, so have fun and I'll catch you again.
Bye,
Take
I'll catch
care
you later
everyone
on.
at a rave heart at a rave heart at a rave
Thank you so
heart.
much, Lady Q, for the 100 bits, and thank you for all the support. I appreciate it very much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And bye-bye! Bye for now. I'm going to do one more F1 24 online race and then get back to playing Long Dark. I'm 60% towards Cold Fusion, so steady progress. Nice. Not much in here. There was a little bit of food. Let's go out here and check this. We're just going to kind of methodically go around here. I mean, the recipe's here somewhere. We just got to find it. Ah, there it is, right on the desk. There it is, right on the desk. Not committing to that long-term run until it's unlocked. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Beastie. Long-term runs can take a... committing to a long-term run can take it out of you if you are, you know, unsure it's going to last for very long. Alright, let's take all the water. You found the recipe on the office desk a couple of times? Yeah, I have too. That's why I wasn't too concerned that I didn't see it in the kitchen. Now, one thing a lot of people don't know is if you break this table down, not that there'll be anything in it, but if you break this table down, there's another cabinet behind that table. So you can get more cabinet stuff. There's these tables up here you can break down. You can tear these curtains down if you want to. But yeah, that table covers up that cabinet and there's no way to get to it unless you take it out. I'm gonna leave some of these books here while we explore. I just don't want to carry them with me. Okay. Let's go over to the store. We'll hit the houses. We'll hit the houses when we come back. Actually, you know what? Let's travel over here first. Wait, is that the bear? That's the bear. That's the bear coming right towards me. Never mind. Never mind. Everything's copacetic. Nothing to worry about. We just have a little bear. There's a little bear necessity situation going on. He's talking about the bare necessities, my friends. Yeah, the bear says hi. Exactly, Cindy. The bear says hello. The bear's like, hello. And I'm like, nope, I'm good. Give the bear a hug. Give the bear a big hug. No. Sam, you go give the bear a big hug. I don't want to give the bear a big hug. No, stop it. All right, we're going to use a matchup because I have tons of matches because I want to find what we...
Carry much more.
All right, let's look around in here. See, there's the matches right there. Everybody who's like, I can never find matches. There's matches in here. Don't worry about it. You just got to look. Sometimes they're in weird spots. Sometimes they'll be over in here. We got another sewing kit. Some stump remover, which I don't need. Some spray paint that I don't need. What's in the cash register? Nothing. Used to be you'd find sodas in here all the time. But ever since they changed it, Thomson's Crossing, because it used to be this was the main place, and then there was a house across the bridge, and that was it. There wasn't a lot that was the Crossroads store. Now they burned the house down across the bridge. Spark plug, huh? All right. We got 4 taters now. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. We did get another container of running river oats, which is great. That will help boost our boost our cooking skill quite a bit, which is really nice. I want to go across the bridge.
I need to drop something.
I want to check this car. And there's their trailer there I want to check too. These 2 houses over here are now closed. You can't get into them at all. So this trailer sometimes has exactly what you need. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go, baby. Aw, yeah. You don't scare me, Mr. Wolf. I just found a hacksaw. You should fear me, Mr. Wolf. No hacksaw in Timberwolf Mountain now. Get out of here, you stinky wolf. Woo! We got it, baby. We got it. Well, we looked around long enough for the damn hacksaw. All through Ash Canyon, all through Timberwolf Mountain. No hacksaw, no hacksaw, no hacksaw. Woo! Master Mr. Hacksaw comes to Papa, yep. I was like, come to Papa, Mr. Hacksaw. Papa needs a new hacksaw. Oh my god, would you leave me alone, you stupid wolf? I don't want you. I don't like you. I do like mushrooms though. There's something you can't do. Get away from me, you turd. Well, the bedroll is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we can find a bedroll here. I mean, surprisingly, knock on wood, the weather's not been too bad so far. It's not been too bad. We're gonna spend today searching these houses up. Well, you know, Sam, it is early game still. Pleasant Valley tends to be a place a lot of people don't go to in the early game. And in the early game, Pleasant Valley is not that bad. It's later in the game when the weather really starts to turn. Oh, another pry bar. When the weather really starts to turn, that Pleasant Valley can get pretty nasty. That's when Pleasant Valley gets kind of turns up the heat. Or I guess in this case would turn up the blizzards. Alright, so we can now take birch and maple, which is fantastic. Because that's something that you definitely want to be doing. And we can also harvest frozen carcasses now, which is fantastic. Really? Nothing in here at all, huh? Except some stinking crates. Some stinking crates. That's alright. We'll go in here and see if we got anything. Let's go out into the living room first before I loot up in there. That way I don't forget to do it later on. Another scarf. We don't really need another scarf. We have 2 already. Oh, we got another thing of flour also. Wow. Game likes give me flour, man. Always checking these little places because there can be stuff hidden down in them. Little candy bar on the counter. Boop. Loper is balmy compared to Misery, that is true. And we will be back on our Misery run tomorrow, boys and girls. Tomorrow we'll be back on Misery mode. I think we're about 25 days in, something like that. We're headed to Forsaken Airfield. We're headed to Forsaken Airfield. That is our ultimate end goal. I know, it's crazy, but that's what we're doing. As much crap as I was giving Forsaken Airfield yesterday, that's where we're going.
Something's gotta go.
Nah, nothing's gotta go. You're fine. You are just okie dokie, buddy. I wish there'd be something on top of that. That'd been nice. Don't see anything under there. Don't see anything under there. But yeah, Interloper is pretty balmy compared to Misery mode. That is for sure. Misery mode definitely puts everything in perspective. It's sort of like when you've played Interloper for a long time, and then you go and you play Stalker. You're like, wow, this is I don't know what to do. There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. Soon you'll be joining the guy in the bunker, probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Emergency steroid injection will provide you with a short burst of energy and some health, which is always nice. A first aid box in the bathroom. Oh, did I? I'm sure it'll have lots of stuff in it, but we're gonna go check it anyway. We're gonna go check it. You know me, J-Car. I gotta go back and check it anyway. I'm sure it'll have absolutely everything we've been looking for in it.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Oh, it won't even have a bandage. It won't have nothing in it. It never does when I go back to look. It never does. When you actually take the time to go back and look, it'll never have anything in it. That's just the way of the world. Just the way it is, the way it is, the way it is. But hey, I don't, you know, I'd always have in my head, Sam, that I didn't look at it. I'd always, from then on, it would just eat at me, you know. So I'd rather have like J-Car call it out and go, hey, you missed this. Have to walk back and look at it, and then I can go, hey, I checked that entire house. I didn't miss anything. You know, I didn't miss a thing. So it's more for my own peace of mind than anything else. All right, let's build a fire here. Build a little fire here, just to do it. Cause yeah, otherwise I'd always be wondering. Always be wondering. So yeah, but unfortunately, no Hacksaw up at Timberwolf Mountain. That made me just super sad. Hey, some more salt. That's our second salt we found here in town.
I'm gonna have to leave some.
I feel assaulted. Hey now. Potato. We're gonna cook the tater. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Nothing there. We'll probably just use this stove and cook stuff up and sleep here tonight. I know it's only a one-burner stove, but it makes me feel comfy. We got a few things we gotta figure out. Wonder when was the last time anyone found anything in mailboxes on Loper? Yeah, I haven't found anything in ages. I still open them off on the off chance that I will find something, but it has been a long time since I found anything. I mean, it used to be nice. You could find oh, another ski jacket. You could find a, you know, you could sometimes find a candy bar in them. I mean, it was never anything great. Yeah, there's not even newspaper rolls in them anymore, which kind of sucks. Because at least, you know, at least with a newspaper roll, you're like, okay, it's a newspaper roll. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I can break it down into tinder. You know, it was never anything great that you found in them. One nice thing about coming to town is you don't need to worry about water. That's the one nice thing about a spawn here in Pleasant Valley, is between here and the farmhouse, you probably have about 6 liters of water. So water, even if you don't find matches right away, mainly the main reason you need matches early in the game is you want to make water. That is like the main thing that matches are needed for. And if you have the matches, or if you have the water, you don't really need the matches except to light your way, and you can use flares for that. So if you can find flares, you're just as good. And we've already found a couple of flares, so make up a little more pancakes. Yum yum. They took away the thrill of receiving mail. I know, they did. They did take it away. It makes me sad. All right, let's go ahead and cook another tater. There we go. 44 minutes for the tater. All right. We've got a few items here that we need to break down. Oh, actually, these shoes are in better shape than these. All right, let's go ahead and break down the ski jacket because we are. Oh, that's an hour and 30 minutes to break that down, huh? All right, let's break that down. 10 minutes. Okay, perfect. Just gonna break this down real quick. Break these gloves down real quick. Did I check the microwave? I'm pretty sure I did, but we'll go check it here real quick. Maybe I didn't. Hell, there's nothing in it, but either way, we checked it now. We checked it now. That's all that matters, right? Chef Mike had no tea. We need another tater. Yeah, we got 5 liters of water on us right now, so plenty of water in this joint. Throw those books on there. Got one more reclaimed wood to throw on there. Let's get some birch bark teas made up. We've got what? 4, that'll make 5 birch bark teas for us. Excellent. I'm gonna drop this medicine here because we don't need it. Actually, you know what? I'll leave that over at the... I'm gonna take that over to Thomson's Crossing. Bippity boppity boo. Let's go ahead and do another birch bark. Let's do a rose hip tea. This is all just to get our cooking skill up. That's all we care about right now. We can make porridge in there. I forgot about that. We got the porridge too. Do I have scurvy enabled? Yes, I do. Yep, I always play with all the stuff enabled. Scurvy's enabled. What's the other one? Cabin fever's enabled. If the cougar was alive, or if the cougar was in the game, he'd be enabled. But the cougar's not in the game, so he's not enabled. He's not around. He's not around. He doesn't get to be enabled. Yeah, I figured we'd change our venue to over here. I was thinking about cooking-wise, it's just easier to cook in here. Not that. The book, thank you. 95% chance to start the fire with the book. Books are the best. You get a 20% chance greater with a book than anything else.
Come on.
So right now, sticks and cedar would be a 75% chance of lighting the fire. A book is a 95% chance of lighting the fire. So a huge, huge upgrade. Let's throw a piece of cedar on there. A couple sticks in there. Yeah, what's the long dark without a little cabin fever, scurvy, that sort of stuff. Alright, let's get these taters on here. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Alright, let's get a little water going back there. Get a little pancakes going here. I remember when the game had the forage wood option. I abused that function. That's probably why they took it out.
Kinda heavy.
They were like, yeah, that's getting abused a little bit. Yeah, they usually will take functions out like that that are getting abused. But hey, you know, they don't always. We can still micro-harvest food, so. Hey, Jacques, how you doing? Let's see where our cooking's at. Yeah, so we almost have cooking 4. We almost have cooking 4, boys and girls, on day 17. Do I have any other, I got mushrooms I can do up. Let's go ahead and get a mushroom prepared. Prepare the mushrooms! Preparing the mushrooms! "46 minutes till boiled," okay. You can eat down a tater. Yum yum. Look at all the food options we have. We have so many food options right now. It's wonderful. Gonna spend the rest of my day, work day listening to you. Well, glad to have you here. Glad to have you along. How long we got? An hour 18 on the fire still? Beautiful. I don't have any water, though. Because all of our water's been converted into, it's all been converted into teas.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Actually, let's see. Do we have... I'll do this in here. And then we'll see if we have another one for over here. Yes, we do. Okay, perfect. Introducing my work crew to Long Dark and you. Oh, well, welcome in, work crew. Howdy, howdy. Hope you're all doing good. We're just chilling out here playing some Long Dark. It's got 16 minutes left. Water. Tea. I can just go around the... Actually, let's see. How many mushrooms do I have left right now? I've got one left, so let's do a mushroom here. Let's throw a couple more pieces of wood on. Let's throw a couple sticks on here. There we go. Got a porridge going back here.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
And get a pancake going up here. Might as well. Pancakes are always good. And a porridge. Grab our skillet, grab our pot, leave the can. Add a stick, take a torch, and hey, look at that, we're ready to go. Alright, let's get some sleep. Tomorrow we head up to see if we got a bedroll. We may not. I don't know until we get there. But at least we have some food on us. Drink a little bit of that down to there, and then I'm going to drink a large tea. Good God, look at all the large teas we have. Oh my God. That's a lot of large teas. How close are we to cooking 4? Oh, look how close we are to cooking 4. Look how close we are to cooking 4. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's some nice stuff there. Yeah, the teas help with the cooking skill like crazy, Kenneth. I try to tell everybody you have to really push on those teas like crazy. Those teas will get your cooking skill jacked up fastest out of anything in the game. I need to find what? What do you need to find? Huh? What was that? What was that? Hey, Spider, how you doing? Well, today we just came down, if you're just catching it, Spider, we came down here to the Thomson's Crossing. We're chilling out here for a few minutes. And then we're going to head up from here to the, oh, it's too dark to read. We're gonna head up and see if we got a bedroll. There, now it should be light enough to read. I'm gonna read this book real quick. Because this is, you gotta read some of this stuff. Oh, we have cabin fever risk now. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, let's get a little drink in us. Let's eat a little bit of porridge. Eat a tater. Drink a couple big teas. That absolutely sucks. It's not a surprise though. We've been spending a lot of time indoors. So it's not a huge shocker. There we go. Yeah, look at all those big teas we have. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of big teas. Look at all those birch bark teas we have. Oh, one thing I do want to do, put these on my radial menu. Don't I have antibiotics as well? Yeah, put the antibiotics on my radial menu. And then we're just going to dump these off here. Because we don't need them. We have enough teas to last us for pretty much ever. There we go. Alright, is there anything else I don't need? I'm gonna hang on to that because in theory, if we were actually playing this out, we would go ahead and keep it on us. Alright. I will remember that Sundered Pass is really cold. My last Interloper run I finished 2 tails and froze to death on day 340 in Sundered Pass, sleeping in a cave next to the entrance. That was a bad idea. Should have started a fire there. Oh, dude, we've all been there, Spider. The shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't, right? We've all been there where we're like, I should have started a fire there. I should have known better. I should have known better than to fall in love with you, you know. Fall in love with that cave and it'll bite you in the butt. Alright, so we're gonna go down the road here to the truck, and then we're gonna head straight over, and that's where the bedroll can possibly be. But you know, that's the thing about Long Dark that I love, Spider, is that you make those mistakes, and guess what? Those mistakes have a huge consequence, and so you don't forget that you made that mistake very quickly. Your chances of you making that mistake again go down dramatically once you've done it. I mean, sure, you could possibly do it again sometime, but you kind of learn from it and you go, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. One thing we could do here, because there will be wolves out here. Here's something we can do. Maglens fire. Book. At least your mistakes aren't broadcast to YouTube, Twitch. Well, hey, you know, Beastie, if by me making a mistake, other people can learn not to do it, more power. Plus, we call that in the business content. In the business, we call that content, baby.
Turned out pretty well.
All right, there we go. So basically, we just head straight up. You see this pass, this sort of ravine in front of us? We're gonna go straight up that. There's a cave up here that we can possibly find a bedroll in. We found our hacksaw, finally. We found our hacksaw at the crossroads by the flatbed truck there, or not the flatbed, but across the bridge by that big trailer. It was right under the trailer over there. So we did get our hacksaw, which was big booyahs for us. That was awesome. Of course, I learned all I know from you and Zach about Interloper. Well, hey, you know, Zach is a wonderful, wonderful human being, and he is a very knowledgeable person about Interloper and just Long Dark in general. I got my dad to try playing. Dies, he had a good time until he got attacked by a wolf and didn't want to play anymore. This game is not for the faint of heart, I tell you. It's not. I mean, you know, yes, they have the cheat death system in here now, but even then, this game is not for the faint of heart. The consequences and the realities of things that can happen to you very quickly can crush a person's soul pretty fast if they're not prepared for it. There's our first maple, boys and girls. We have a maple. 3 maple. 3 maples, and I know where there's birch. There's birch over in the birch forest. Well, I mean, cheat death is optional. You don't have to do it. You can always just choose to end your run like normal.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
So you don't have to do it. Will I be summoning again? No. We're past that at this point. We don't have a bedroll either, so summoning would be kind of a bad proposition for us. Hopefully, Beastie, they will give us a toggle switch for it. Hopefully, they'll let us toggle it off or on if we want to. I think it's kind of silly that it's not. Oh, our torch just went out, damn it. I think it's kind of silly that it's not a toggle on the game right now. All right, so I want to harvest this deer up possibly, but before we do that, we're gonna go check the cave. Because that could change. If we have a bedroll in this cave, we will. It changes our whole plan. Because if we have one here, we can sleep here, we can build a fire here, we can live here for a few days. I love Zach. He always talks fondly of you and your skills in his vids. Hey, you know, Zach is a good friend of the channel. I don't know him personally, but he's a great guy. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, we rolled the hards. We rolled the hard 8, boys and girls. Woo! Let's go. We got the win. We taken the W right there, my friends. Wow, yeah, I had a feeling too, with our bad luck finding that bedroll, I had a feeling we were gonna find it. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so freaking good. So freaking good. I think we can do a Maglens fire here too. Oh, yeah. You know what? We have an accelerant on us, so let's just use it. Oh, that felt so good. Unfortunately, Cindy, there's nothing at the summit that will help us. There's nothing at the summit that's going to help us out very much. That's the sad thing, is that the summit on Interloper is really, honestly, it's not really worth going to. All right, we're going to drop the birch here, or the maple, I mean. Oh, that shows, boys and girls, check everywhere. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep checking. Just keep checking, because you know what? The odds may be small, it may be low chance, but you know what? We had a chance. So what you're telling me is I got a chance. Oh, look at that. We got everything we need now. Hacksaw, hammer, bedroll, can opener. Okay, we got 2 pry bars. Oh, that's beautiful thing. Frontier shooting guide, you can just go in there. Bye-bye. The Canadian old gods are with you today. Yeah. Yeah, the flare gun used to make it worth it, but yeah, it's not. The summit's just not worth it anymore. It just isn't. All right, so yeah, so basically our goal now is we're going to swing to Pensive Pond, go back to the farmhouse, gather our gear, go up the Signal Hill, down into Mystery Lake, onto the Forge and Forlorn Muskeg, and bingity bangity boomity boppity boo, we got it all squared away. So what we can do with this is I'm not even going to bother repairing it, because guess what we can do? Oh, can I not do it? Oh, do I not have my... I left my ptarmigan down behind. Well, we have a bedroll now, so that just makes the world a better place. It makes the world a better place, and guess what? We have a hacksaw, so we can now take the meat. Oh, I tell you, boys and girls, all that struggle and hard work, it paid off. It all paid off, my friends. I'm not even gonna worry about the guts. We got plenty of guts back at the farmhouse. Of course, grab our crow feathers. Oh man, that just feels so good when you get justified like that. When the game justifies all the hell that you just went through. Actually, you know what? Can I make meat pies? I think I can. Venison pie, baby. Oh, yeah! Woo! Let's go, venison pies. Oh, we are just like in heaven. I'm in heaven right now. I'm gonna eat myself a tater. That's how happy I am. I'm happy as a tater. I got so much salt too. It's crazy. Look at all this flour I have. I even have pancake. I can make another round of pancakes if I wanted to. That's gonna take 54 minutes. I think these take an hour and 15 to break down. Yeah, let's break those down. All right, we're gonna leave the pies here for right now. I'm not gonna eat those right at the moment. There we go. We can cook up the, I'm gonna cook the meat up in here. And I'm gonna make my last pancake here. Oh, the ptarmigan down insulation is amazing. Yeah, I love the ptarmigan down insulation. Okay, we got several things to break down here. The pancake's got 6 minutes to go. Look at those classic pancakes. They're hot and heartening. Oh, they taste so good going down. Just gonna eat those suckers right down right now. We have no more. We used up all of our syrup, which was my goal. Let's go ahead. How long do we have on this fire? Still 2 hours. We have to build it up to sleep here tonight. I mean, we could attempt to sleep here without a fire for a little while. It's going to be kind of risky, especially if a storm comes up. It would be really risky to do that. Let's get a little bit of water going. Hey, DSP, how you doing, buddy? We have DSP. For those of you just tuning in, we hit the jackpot tonight, my friends. We got our hacksaw. We've got our bedroll. We found our bedroll in this cave. We did it. We got all the stuffs. All the stuffs and things. So super stoked. Got 48 minutes on that. Let's get 2 more liters in there. That's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Yep, that's why we have all the water, boys and girls, or all the stuff. Woo! Yeah, the bare bedroll is pretty obsolete at this point. Good lord. Yeah, if that storm had hit and we were sleeping, we'd be dead. We would be dead if that storm had hit while we were sleeping. We've got some unpurified water in our backpack too, so what we're gonna do, see, we got two liters of that, but guess what we got? Boink boink. We got water purification tablets. I always use them. I like them. It saves you having to boil the water. They're fabulous. The water purification tablets are amazing. Absolutely amazing. We got 3 hours left on the fire there. All the clothing we have we're wearing. How are we doing on condition? The shoes are crappy, but we're gonna replace those anyway. Let's try to repair this up just to get a little bit of skill. There we go. Let's go ahead and eat the candy bar. I'm not gonna eat those, because that could give me food poisoning pretty easily. Let's eat a few cattails. I also sometimes play like that, but when I hear wolves, I never know if they're in my game or the streams. That would be disconcerting, to be honest. I would not know what to think if I heard that. If I was watching somebody and I heard wolves, I'd be like, yeah, that's not right. We're gonna get rid of one of the pry bars. We're gonna get rid of the can opener. Making sure everything we got is stuff we want. Drink down one of our birch bark tea or our mushroom teas like that. God, look at all those matches, and that's just a small. That's just a small portion of the matches that we have. We have more matches than that. Pick up the bedroll. We got 2 hours and 38 minutes left on that. That's a piece of charcoal. I don't need that. 2 hours and 38 minutes. I'm almost thinking, and cabin fever is gone. Cabin fever's gone, boys and girls. So we're good there. I'm almost thinking of just grabbing some torches because we're really good weight. And we're gonna need to torch walk, so we're gonna grab torches. Ooh, that's a great torch. That was a fabulous torch. That was a fabulous torch there too. Another great. Wow, this fire is like, I'm giving you all the good torches. Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too... well, see, there's another good torch. That's an okay torch. It's so-so. And I think what we're going to do is take a couple of these crappy torches and break them down real quick, because we do need a couple sticks if we do need to light a fire. We don't have much fuel at this point. The fuel, we used up our fuel for the fire last night, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it. One thing I'm going to do with one of these sticks is break it down into tinder plugs, because we only have 2 tinder plugs left right now. And our fires don't start that easily. So we're going to get a couple more tinder plugs that way. Just going to keep grabbing some torches. No, you don't. What are you at right now? 41 kilos. Shush. Shush, buddy. You're fine. I noticed after one of the most recent updates, torches seem to be a lot less better when pulled from fires. Not complaining. I have pulled today I have pulled a 50%, a 49, 48, 48, 47, 42. So I have half my torches over 40%. That's pretty good. Half our torches over 40% is not bad. Oh, a lot better. Oh, a lot better. Oh, I thought you were saying worse for some reason. I don't know. Because I can't read. I can't read. My reading comprehension is poor. We probably have the moose near Pensive Pond would be my guess. Meh. Words. Words. They're overrated. Is that ptarmigans up there? And there's a birch forest, baby. I don't care about you ptarmigans. What I care about is this birch right here. Woo! And I care about the sticks, because we need sticks. Ath went to school, but I don't think he's paying attention to the reading part. Actually, I have a very high reading comprehension. I just can't read off screens. I can read books like crazy and comprehend everything in the book. I need hard copies. When something's on a screen, for whatever reason, my brain doesn't compute it. I think it's just because I grew up reading, you know, paper stuff. My brain doesn't work well with the screens. Pretty much anything on a screen, if I want to really comprehend what it is, I have to get a hard copy. I have a black and white printer that I print all my stuff out on, because I can't read it off the screen. It just doesn't work for me. And I don't know why. My brain just goes, nope. It just turns off after about the first sentence or two. My brain just like clicks off for some reason. And all the words start getting jumbled. I don't know if I have like screen dyslexia or something. I have no idea. But I don't know how to phonetically read either. I'm a sight reader. If I know the word, I know the word. If I don't know the word, I am absolutely hosed. I have a pretty decent vocabulary, but like if I don't know a word, I can't sound it out. I can't do any of that. I've tried the high contrast reading. I've tried everything, DSP. It has nothing to do with being able to see it or anything like that. It has to do with my brain does not like stuff on screens. I don't know what it is. I've never been able to figure it out. I think it's partially because I didn't grow up with it at all. I mean, back in my day, we had books. Back in my day, all we had was a book. And the books were good. Hey, Feng Shui, how you doing? Nothing up here, huh? Got some sticks, though. That's always good. Yeah, that is the picnic area. Usually has no loot, but it's on the way to Pensive Pond. I hate reading stuff on the computer screen. Maybe it's an age thing. I think it's an age thing. I think, Kenneth, it's just that, you know, being of a generation that didn't grow up with screens at all, I mean, the only screen we grew up with was the TV screen. We didn't grow up with computer screens and tablets and iPhones and stuff like that. So we are not, I just don't think our brains ever, like, I don't think our brains are used to looking at it on those items. You know. We had assigned, yeah, and we had assigned TV time. It was when our parents weren't, yeah. My kids don't even call me anymore, they text me. Yeah, I try to, see, that's the weird thing, is like, I'll text my mom, but I try to call my mom and talk to her. I heard Thor, I don't know if any of you have ever watched Pirate Software, but Thor is a really interesting dude. I've been fascinated by him for a couple of weeks now, since I found him. And he had a very interesting thing to say about that, where he's like, you know, you need to make an effort to call, like, your grandparent or your parents at least, like, once a week. Don't put it off, because they could be gone tomorrow. And, you know, if you think about it, even if you're calling them once a month, and they live for 3 years, that means that if they live for 3 years more, that means you're gonna be able to talk to them for 36 times in the next 3 years. That's not that much time. You need to make an effort, because they could be gone in a heartbeat. It made me go, yeah, I gotta call my mom. I gotta call my mom. Not much here. I wanted to maybe do some fishing here, but I'm freezing cold and I have no firewood now. Nothing there. Oh, there's another maple over here, though. We got set outside more than anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, call your grandparents. Call your mom. Your dad. Call your parents. Call your grandparents. Let them know you're thinking about them, even if you don't talk to them for very long. Even if it's a 2-minute conversation. Even if it's a 2-minute conversation, just call them, say hi. You won't regret it. No regrets. I'm gonna grab these mushrooms, then grab those cattails. There's a ton of mushrooms around here. Then we'll stop over in the I think it's the forest. I think they call it the forest cave here, or I'm trying to remember what they call it. There's a cave right by here. My grandma used to say, I can't believe you're calling me all the way from there. Well, you know, you also have to remember that, you know, when we were growing up, Nana, you know, when we were growing up, think of how much it costs to call somebody. I mean, a lot of people don't remember, a lot of younger people do not realize that when we were younger, unless you were calling somebody in your own town, you had to pay extra money to call them. And it was not cheap. Long distance calling was very expensive. If you wanted to call even within the state, sometimes, well, it got a little bit easier down the road, but even if you wanted to call, say, you had somebody who lived 100 miles away from you, calling them was very expensive. And it was cheaper after 7. Yeah, it was cheaper in the evening. Yeah, it would get cheaper at nighttime. So if you called them after 7 p.m., it got cheaper. And oh, if you called, say, a girlfriend or a boyfriend and they lived in another town over, and you were chatting with them for an hour and the phone bill came in, you know, your parents would sometimes lose it because the phone bill would come in and it would be like twice or 3 times what it would usually be. So yeah, it was way different back in the day. Some area code but rural area, same area code but rural area, yeah. Oh yeah. It's still expensive to call internationally. My childhood was like that. I'm only in my mid-20s now. Well, but there's a lot more options these days too, Marley. I mean, not in all countries, but like I know for the U.S., you can just get on Discord and talk to people all over the world. There's a lot of options out there now for people to talk to people in other parts of the world. Hello. How much fuel do I have? 31 sticks, a cedar, and that. You know what? Let's use some of our sticks. We use Morse code and telegrams. But I think also, Marley, that may have to do with the country you specifically live in. Because I know here in the U.S., I can talk to people in Canada, Mexico, UK. I mean, we have our weekly D&D session, and Hawkeye, he lives in the UK. I mean, and that's literally having a long distance conversation with somebody for nothing. So I mean, there is some international stuff that is expensive, but I mean, there's so many ways to talk to people over the internet these days. It's crazy. It's crazy how many ways you can talk to people. But yeah, you're right. Some of it can still be expensive though. I also want to get a little warmed up. We're heading back to the farmhouse to sort our gear. Oh shoot, I should have put all my stuff down. Oh well, that's life. All right, we're almost there. All right, what we're gonna do, see, is we're gonna drop a couple of teas. Put them on the fire. Get them warmed up. Drink a tea. There we go. Grab the other tea. Get our torch relit. There we go. Bam! There we are. Let's go. Let's go. The forest cave. It is the forest cave. Now, sometimes there will be a birch or a maple right up here between these rocks. I'm going to see if it's up here today. We got a maple on us. We got some birch on us. I do not see it there today. Nope, no birch, no maple. We got some feathers, though. We'll definitely grab the crow feathers. When you decide to play this challenge, but it gives you so much loot, and my interloper brain is like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? I agree with you on internet calls. I guess it wasn't long ago that cell phones were still rare. Most had home phones or corded phones. Oh yeah. I mean, I remember, remember back in the, what was it, mid-late 90s when pagers were becoming the thing. It was like everybody was paging everybody else. But that was still like landlines, and then you'd page somebody and you go, hey, call me back at blah, 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 you know? And then we had the the flip phones. Those came out, and everybody was like all excited about the flip phones. And then your flip phone could have a camera on it. And you're like, oh, my flip phone has a camera. I can take a picture. And the pictures just sucked ass. But it was like, I can take a picture. My childhood had corded phones and home phones. No international calls without permission from Dad because it was charged per minute. Oh, yeah. Mine too, Marley. Mine too. But I'm just saying a majority, Marley. I'm not saying you specifically. You're the exception. A majority of younger people, I'd say, that probably are under 30, maybe under 25. At least anybody born in the new millennium. Anybody born since 2000 on, a majority of them don't know what it's like to not be able to call pretty much anywhere they want to and talk to anybody they want to. So, most of them have never experienced that. There will be the exceptions out there for sure, but most of them have never experienced that. I know my son has never experienced that. I mean, he was talking to people on Discord and stuff before I even knew what Discord was. I had a chinger in the 90s. Yes, yeah, the chinger. Yeah, that was like original hacking back then, JCar. Yeah, some phones you can practically shoot a movie on. Yep. And some people, I think, have. Probably so. I think some directors have shot movies on them virtually. It's actually a pretty nice day out today. Pager plus Chinger for selling stuff. Yeah, that whole thing about hacking the phones, that was pretty wild. I saw stuff about that. I had a friend who knew all about that back in high school. Who knew how to scam the payphones. That was like original hacking too. That was low tech hacking. Hey, Prof Niles, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, Prof? We raided up Prof last night, boys and girls. Give him a little shout out there. Give him a little shout out. Go give him a follow, everybody. Last plane, my summer car. Oh, there he is, chasing a bear. You don't chase the bear, sir. Sir. Don't chase. Don't. It's gonna end badly. It's gonna end badly. I'm telling. It's gonna end badly. Don't want to do it. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a good one. Everybody go give him a follow. He's a really nice guy. Plays a lot of fun games, including The Long Dark on his channel. Was playing nice summer car as well. Remember in the olden days, hacking. Yep, back in the olden days. Hey, we got a sewing primer. That's actually one of the 3 books I read on Interloper. The three books I read on Interloper are the sewing books, the fishing books, and the archery books.
Find someplace to escape this cold.
Archery because you want Archery 5 as soon as you possibly can. And reading books boosts the archery skill immensely. The sewing and fishing books because those are the 2 skills in the game that take the longest to level up, and they're the biggest pain in the ass to level up. And so, and mending, you want to get mending to 4 as quick as possible. Because before mending 4, you have a chance of failing on your mend, and if you fail the mend, you lose the hide, or the cloth, or the leather that you're trying to repair stuff with. And that absolutely sucks. We almost got cold, but not quite.
If I can drop any of this.
No, you can't drop any of the gear. Now we got a blue flare out of there. Oh boy, yay, my favorite. I love blue flares. They're my favorite flare in the whole wide world. Other than Ric Flair. Woo! That's my favorite flare in the whole world. Ric Flair was the best flopper in the game. Oh my god, that guy could eat Matt like nobody else. He was so good. He was so good at that. He would take the hit and he would just go face down on it. It was awesome. I didn't want to throw the flare because then it would fly somewhere that I couldn't relight my next flare with. Or my next torch, I mean. Telnet. I don't remember Telnet. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember it, no. I don't remember most of the stuff from the 90s. The 90s are a black pit of memories that I generally don't want to remember, so. Oh my freaking... You gotta be, you're just kidding me right now.
This'll come in handy.
Yes, it will. Oh my god. I have never ever found the rabbit hat. I've never found it. I've heard of it. I've heard the rumors, but I've never found one myself. Oh my god.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I've never personally found that on Interloper. I never have. What? Luck percent run? Hey, you know, the AC Bear Coat, I never found that. I never ever found the AC Bear Coat. Streamer loot is on. Wait, I gotta toggle that off. Hold on. I gotta toggle the streamer loot off. I gotta toggle off my hacks. I mean, my streamer loot. I don't have hacks on, trust me. I wouldn't. I'm so stupid. I wouldn't know how to hack if I could. I'm so technologically illiterate. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. Well, Pleasant Valley has been very, very kind to us. Let's put it that way. It's been very, very kind to me. I need to get rid of just a little bit of weight here.
Can't feel my hands.
I know, buddy. I know. We all have our issues. Well, honestly, though, this is early interloper weather for the most part. And we haven't been in the zone for very long. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at us run now. We're running like the wind, boys and girls. Run like the wind!
Something behind.
I'm over here starving to death. In somewhere because waiting on guts. That's why I always just leave him behind and I just do my thing. I don't generally wait for him. I'll come back to him, but I'll usually drop stuff, walk away, and then I'll just come back and it'll be ready to go. Because guess what we have at the farmhouse here? The reason we left it, the reason we have made this ginormous loop here in the zone is because we're gonna come back to the farmhouse and guess what we're gonna craft now? We're gonna craft ourselves some deerskin boots because we need them. I do not remember being able to wave torches around, by the way. I never, ever, I didn't play back then. That was not something I did, so. Libraries used it to connect to other libraries, used it to get into the internet on the card catalog, through backdoor, or UCLA library. Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on, hold up. Hello. I need to drop some pies here, please. There we go. Woo! Alright, so we got some cured guts. We got some hides that are almost cured. We'll sleep here tonight, and they should be cured in the morning.
Too much stuff to carry.
I know, buddy. I know. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be just fine. I know you feel like you have too much stuff to carry, but you honestly don't. You honestly have just the right amount of stuff to carry. And trust me, I know because I'm the one who gave it to you. Waving a torch was useless and never scared the wolves away. Probably why they took it out of the game. People were like, "This is useless. Don't do this to us." All right, so here's all the stuff we got in here. We have 72 matches sitting in here. Oh, that's just gross. That is a gross amount of matches. I'm gonna throw these flares in here for the moment. That is just absolutely a gross amount of matches. I'll probably read that tonight. God, I can't believe we found a rabbit hat. I cannot believe we found a rabbit hat. That is nutty sauce. Let's see if any of these matches stack. All right, none of them do. So that gives us 24, 48, 60, 134 matches right there. Where are there saplings in Coastal Highway? There's not a lot. There's honestly not a lot of saplings in Coastal Highway. You're in for a rough road to hoe in Coastal Highway. There are a few places. The main place you'll find them is up there by the entrance to Crumbling Highway. There's a good chance they'll be there right As you're going down the road to the right, past that car, there's a good chance there'll be some down there. I'm trying to think where else you could find some. You could also find, I think there's some on, between the islands, there's some near Misanthrope, possibly, and then there's some near Jackrabbit Island, possibly, as well. But it varies. It's not always, they're a random spawn, so they aren't always there, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to, you know, you have to be willing to be like, okay, well, I may not find any. So you just kind of got to look around, and then, let's see, I'm trying to think where there can be some others. Those are the main two spots I can think of, is sort of going between the islands and past the waterfront cottages in that car on the way to Crumbling Highway. Right before you get to Crumbling Highway's entrance off to the right there, there's sometimes a little stand of them. Yeah, and they aren't like guaranteed that it's going to be a specific kind either. That's the one thing too, is that they can be there, but they aren't always there. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get some sleep. Let's just sleep for like 2 hours. It is a drastic switch from Stalker. That's why, you know, as much as, like, everybody's going, hey, Misery's great and everything, I really wish they had put effort into making a difficulty level between Stalker and Interloper. Like, an actual, like, official level. I know you can do it with custom games. I know that. But an actual official level between Stalker and Interloper, I think would have been a great idea. For people who are not wanting to sit there and try to search the internet for 1,000 years to find the perfect code to do a custom game for something between Stalker and Interloper, I think it would have been a great idea to have that in the game officially, because I think a lot of people would have really benefited from it. So, I'm about to start a new run after a few months off. Nice, happy vibes. Well, we will be... This is our last day on this run. We've lived now for 19 days. We started in Ash Canyon and had quite the journey. We'll go over that journey at the end of the stream today. Next week on Monday we'll be starting a brand new run again in another spawn point. We'll be exploring from there. So, when does the Sweden hat come to the game? I don't think there's going to be a Sweden hat, my friend. Sorry to say, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Well, I'm just saying, Beastie, that one of the most common comments I hear as a streamer is that somebody has tried Interloper, they played Stalker a lot, they're used to Stalker, they like Stalker, but they're bored with Stalker. And one of the most common comments I hear is, hey, I was bored with Stalker, but I tried Interloper, and it's just way too much. I can't do it. And so I'm just going to go back and play Stalker now, or I'm just not going to play the game anymore. And that, to me, is disappointing. And I think that could be alleviated if they did have some sort of mode between the two. But I'm just talking from my own experience of what people, you know, said in chat, that's something they would really, that it seems like that's something that a lot of people would really like to see introduced to the game. And I said that already. I know there is custom games. I'm saying that it would be great if there was an official level that you could just click on and you get an automatic, this is between Stalker and Interloper. I know there's custom games. I know that. I've said that multiple times. There's custom games. But it would be nice if they had actually made a level between Stalker and Interloper for a lot of people. It's just something that I think would benefit a lot of people, because you have to realize, again, other than streamers, most people don't play Interloper. Most people don't play Misery Mode. That is a streamer mode for the game. That is not what normal people do. You can't earn, and you can't earn feats on custom games either. So you have to earn your feats on the regular gameplay. So I understand there's custom games. I prefaced all of this with that. I just think it would have been nice if they had made a mode between Stalker and Interloper, like an official mode. I just think the jump it's a rather big jump between the two. And I think they could have done something where they lowered the loot a little bit. They added in, a few more, harder wolves or whatever. It would just be nice. It would just be nice, I think. But yeah, I mean, they have the custom game. You can do that, but it'd just be nice if they had something where people didn't have to, try to get a code, try to, and everybody's experience is a little different, because of the way they customize the game or whatever. It would just have been nice. But, they decided to do what they decided to do, and that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Misery mode is fun for a certain amount of time. Misery mode is fun for a little bit of time, so. But yeah, I get there's custom. I get it. I feel like those people will still say it's too hard because they're too accustomed to the game mode they're enjoy playing. Well, I'm just, like I said, BC, I'm just talking as a streamer who I have, over the 7 years, well, almost 8 years I've been streaming this game, the most common complaint I hear from most people is that, hey, I want to start playing Interloper, but it just seems like such a different game than Stalker or Pilgrim or Voyager. And that seems to be something that's a common thread that I hear over and over and over and over again from people. And that's honestly, that's one of the reasons I like playing Interloper as well, is because I like helping people out with that struggle. Because that is a true struggle to kind of get in the mood or get in the game mind mode to play on Interloper is a struggle. And well, but a lot of people, I think Beastie, again, you're the exception to the rule. A majority of people that I've talked to on stream say that, hey, I've tried Interloper, I just don't have any fun with it. I can't get anywhere in it. It's not, it's just, I don't understand exactly how I need to get around it. Definitely Interloper is something that I recommend people, before they play it, they watch, some other streamers, they get some it's something you have to almost do a little research on, to kind of figure it out, which is fine. I mean, that's what I did before I started playing Long Dark, but some people just want to jump into it. So I would love a difficult official mode that keeps it more item variety. So many people play Gunloper, etc. I want to accessorize it in a hard mode. Yeah. When you learn to play Interloper, lower difficulties, I have too much stuff. Yes. Oh, totally, Spider. Totally. The only thing they need to do is keep trying until it clicks. But the thing is, Beastie, you have the tenacity to do that. You have to understand that most gamers do not. Most gamers do not do it. Love the boomstick. Maybe a level where only ammo you would use as something you had to make. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. That's the thing, Kenneth, is like, I've had this idea for firearms for a long time, and I wish they would do something with it. The idea where, as you traveled throughout the Long Dark, you could find broken rifles and revolvers. These are not items you can fix. These are items that you can break down, get parts from, and then at the milling machine in Bleak Inlet or Blackrock, you can custom make your own improvised weapon. Now, that improvised weapon will need regular maintenance, because it will wear down very quickly. But it'll allow you to find gun parts like that, and then allow you to find bullet casings scattered throughout the world. No made ammo at all, just bullet casings. And you can already in Interloper find gunpowder. You can find gunpowder, you can find stump remover, and you can find batteries, and you can find dusting sulfur. So you have everything you need to make the bullets except for the cartridges themselves, the empty cartridges. So it would be awesome if there was a mode where you could do that, where it would like give you the opportunity to make a weapon, but it wouldn't just hand it to you. And that I think would be really cool. I would love something like that even in Interloper. That would give me an actual reason to go to Bleak Inlet and Blackrock. It'd be like, okay, it's time, we've gathered up enough gun parts. Let's go to Blackrock and make our rifle. Let's go to, this place and make something. Any mode becomes easier when you become immune to cabin fever. Interloper does become a lot easier with settled mind feet. I remember when I jumped from Voyager to Loper, it was very frustrating and defeating, but I came out on top. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, happy vibes. There are some people that'll have that mindset, that'll push through. I'm one of those people too. When I did a little bit in Voyager, I did a little bit in Stalker, and then I just jumped right into Interloper, barely knowing anything. Now, back then, you have to remember, back then, Interloper only had 6 maps. There was only 6 maps in the game as a whole. You only had Mystery Lake, Pleasant Valley, Coastal Highway, Desolation Point, Forlorn Muskeg, and Timberwolf Mountain. Those were the only maps you had in the entire game. So the game was a completely different beast back then as well. Now the game has over double the maps, and it has all the transition zones, the extra loot that comes from those. The game has expanded dramatically since that point. To where it's almost kind of its own new game now. Alright, we got enough there. Let's go ahead and finish our mending book and get it to be light out. But that's the thing, is I've always said the move to Interloper is a big jump in skill level and difficulty. It just is. I've always said that if you start out with Voyager or Pilgrim, and you say Pilgrim is like a 1 on the difficulty scale, okay. Pilgrim's a 1. Stepping up to Voyager is like going from level 1 to level 3. Not that much different. It's a little harder, but it's not that bad. Stepping up to Stalker is like going from a 3 to maybe like an 8, because the wolves just get crazy. And you have to deal with a lot more craziness with the wolves, But then to go from Stalker to Interloper is like going from level 8 to level 20. It's a very different game at that point. Very, very different game. We are actually going to improvise our bedroll here if I can do it. There we go. But, I always recommend as well that you always, learn the maps. Map knowledge is the key to the game. Without map knowledge, you're going to die. Plain and simple. Because map knowledge will get you out of those. Map knowledge will get you out of those sticky situations. It'll get you out of the positions where you are lost in a blizzard, or a blizzard comes up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're lost in a blizzard. It'll get you out of that stuff, and get you on to the successes that you can have in the game. Take my flask. Take my cooking oil. Got 8 kilos of stuff in here. We're gonna have to drop a few things. I need the arrowheads. I need the burdock root. I need my feathers. I need that. I need my metals. Actually, let's just move everything there to inventory. Now, we do have pies outside that we can eat. So we do have some pies we can eat outside, which will help us. Sounds like another blizzard has come up too, which is fantastic. Have you noticed the random sticks and branches will randomly spawn in and then disappear if you walk away from them? Yes. That has been an issue that the game has had for a while. Alright, so we can leave a few things here. Let's leave... I don't need these. I don't really care about them. I'm not going to do the tails on this anyway. Charcoal, no. We can leave a few flares, a few torches here. We can leave a couple stones here. Okay, we're good on weight now. So once we eat a pie, we'll be at 50. At 53 will be our max. I can leave that book here too. I've already read it.
No power in the verse can stop me.
There we go. Hey, Spores Time. Thank you so much for the follow there. But yeah, I mean, that's back to the whole, you know, wanting to level between Interloper and Stalker. It's just something I've always wanted in the game. I just think it would be, great if they did it. I think it'd be great if they added that in. I think a lot of people would benefit from it. And there'd be some people who are like, I don't need this, of course, but I think a lot of people would benefit.
No power in the verse can stop me.
It'd be a great way to introduce people to a little harder difficulty. Hey, thank you for the follow there as well, Pick. I appreciate that. Spores Time, I hope you're having a good day. We're heading up to the radio control hut right now. God, I hate YouTube when it knocks me down to 240p and takes forever to get the settings back to 1080. It is a pain. That's the one thing about YouTube that kind of sucks, is the bandwidth gets shared there a lot. And you lose some of that. Thank you, Jimmy. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Spores. I'm glad you are too, my friend. We are on our final day of this run. We've had quite an experience. Some ups and downs, some highs and lows, some celebration, and some agony. But overall, it's been pretty good. It's been a fun run that started in Ash Canyon. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Hit that thumbs up on the YouTube side for sure. The big T's birch bark that disappears when you approach it. The thing is, you notice that happens in the caverns with feathers sometimes too. Sometimes in the caverns that you'll come up to a feather in a cave. It'll just disappear right as you get to it. You're like, son of a biscuit. The Long Dark's just amazing. It is amazing. It is pretty darn amazing. We'll probably, I think this next month, because right now, let's see. I believe this next month is when we'll be hitting our 7K hours in the game. Yeah, we're at 6926 right now, so we're only 75 hours away from hitting 7K hours in the game. So we will be hitting that here pretty soon, which will be nice. It'll be a big goal. 7,000 hours in 7 years, basically. About 1,000 hours a year. But it is the main game I stream, so. When you ask the wind very nicely not to blow out your torch because you want to use it to make a fire, and it blows your torch out. The game, I asked nicely. I know. The game doesn't care. The game doesn't care. It just doesn't. The game hates you, Beastie. It knows you're trying to get somewhere. Now, early walking in blizzards, I personally like. Before you get weapons, it actually is more protection than a torch. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Alright, we're right by the bear's cave. So we need to head this way. That's a bear's cave right there by that rope. This is a dangerous spot. If the bear was up, you know, it'd be bad news. We gotta just head up the hill here, though. Not that I'm trying to get somewhere. I wanted to cook a rabbit and didn't feel like using another match to light a torch. That's true. That is insane. I remember playing this game from a Norwegian YouTuber back in 2015. The game has changed a lot. I started playing in late January, early February of 2017. So I'm working on my 8th year of playing it, as well as my 8th year of streaming. So I hate the fact when you freeze in there and if you get lost. Yeah, it sucks to freeze to death for sure, Jimmy. The good news is there won't be any animals here on our way to on our way up here to the Signal Hill. We probably aren't going to get much loot in Signal Hill. We've gotten really lucky on our loot here. We got ourselves our Bedroll. We got our Hacksaw. We got another pry bar. We got a rabbit skin hat that was already made. What? I mean, I'm not going to look a gift rabbit in the mouth, but, you know, hey. That's the first time I've ever found that loot. I've heard of it before. I've heard of it in rumors and speculation, but I've never actually seen it myself. Yeah, 2017, when I was saying earlier, Spores, that when I started playing in 2017, there was only 6 maps in this game. The game is over doubled in just the base game. And then you add in the far territory, and it's even more than doubled with the far territory. And all the other stuff they've added in. The changes in fishing, cooking, making fires, clothing, new items to craft, new items to loot, all that sort of stuff. I knew that was going to happen. I bought TLD in 2017. Haven't played too much. Played pretty casually. Yeah, well, and you got it at a good price. I mean, back then, you got the story mode, you got the regular mode, you got everything mode for 20 bucks or less. Now you pay that just for one or the other, plus the far territory. So, pretty good deal. And I do highly recommend Far Territory. It's totally worth the money. All the stuff you get, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Actually, I'm just going to use this blue torch. I don't want to use my lantern fuel. And then we're going to take this blue torch, throw it away, light a torch off of it. Because I hate the light from the blue torch. The light from the blue torch just bugs the hell out of me. I don't know why. By the way, you notice the battery is here. So if you're gonna fix the transmitter here, this place always has the battery. And there's another red flare over there too. See the red flare just sitting in the corner there? Kind of doing its own thing. Gonna put the battery up here. There we go. Yeah, cooking, at first I was not a big fan of the new cooking, but, yeah. I really like the new cooking. So this place usually has a flare in it. I don't think I've ever come here and there not be a red flare here. So if you're really having a hard time finding matches in Pleasant Valley, come here, you'll get a flare, you can make some water. Now, that's the thing, if you're in Pleasant Valley and you can't find matches, so what? Go to the Thomson's Crossing. Go to the farmhouse. There's so much water between those two places that you'll not have any problems at all with food, with water. And then pretty much all you have to worry about is food from there. Well, water should not be an issue in this zone at all. Because there are tons of toilets. And then if you come up here, you can get the, wow, we got nothing in here. If you come up here, you can get the flare, and that means you can make water again. And, oh, there's a... Wait a second. Did they randomize? Did they Say what? Say what? What the heckity heck is going on? Alright, let's drop our fresh hide. And drop that. And let's drop that. And those, I think these are all cured. Yeah, I want to say those are all cured. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't put our deerskin boots on. I've got deerskin boots that I ain't wearing, boys and girls. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. We also have 95 cattails. Huzzah. Let's see. Let's throw our pies outside. I know it hurts. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, the new cooking is very cool. Yeah, new cooking is great. It took me a little bit of while, you know, like anything new, when they change something in a game that you've been playing for a while, like anything, it always takes a little while to adjust. It always is like, do I like this? Do I like this? Do I not like this? And sometimes you're like, I don't like this, you know, but then it just kind of grows on you. You get used to it. And you're like, okay, that's just the way life is. We're going to rip these apart. Get some leather off thems. We've got all this extra clothing on us. We're going to rip this hat, this scarf apart. Since we got another scarf now called a rabbit skin hat. We'll rip that apart. Oh, wow. Wow. We have gotten so lucky. We got the insulation. So we're running 19 degrees warmth bonus right now. We've got rabbit skin gloves and hat. We've got deerskin boots. We got combat pants. Our next goal is to get the deerskin pants as well. Let's eat the banged up tomato soup down to a little bitty bite. So you can save the last little bit of soup. You can cook that and you can get the skill up from it. And that's what's most important. Unfortunately, I've not been playing the game for a year and a half now, kind of waiting for the final story mode to be finished. Yeah, well, that's probably going to be this year, but we'll see. we'll see. We'll see if they actually get that done this year. They ran into a little bit of a snag with the cougar. And so the cougar was a little bit of a snaggity-boo. Little snaggletooth on the cougar there. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful, but I think they have two different teams working on it. That's my hope. Is there's two completely different teams working on it and they'll be able to get it done. All right, let's prepare up the rose hips. Hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, my man? And then let's prepare up some of these mushrooms. Actually, let's see how much. Oh, we got plenty. Okay, let's prepare. Get all these mushrooms prepared up. These are all cooking skill ups, boys and girls. Every single one of those. Every single one of those is a cooking skill up. And then I'm going to utilize my thermos and fill it with birch bark tea. Yes, I have that many birch bark teas. And then this thermos here, I'm going to keep my small teas in. And then I'll keep my large ones out. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Very good. Working on my castle-sized house, complete with a drawbridge. Wow, nice. Yeah, smash that like button, everybody. If you're on the YouTube side, hit that like button. Let's get the likes up on the stream there. We got 16 likes and 35 people in chat. Smash that like button, boys and girls. It helps in the algorithm. It helps in the algorithms. It helps me rhythm. It helps my rhythm. All right, it is getting late at night. It's actually nighttime now, so let's go ahead and drink a few more teas. I prepared up all that stuff. We'll drink down a few more birch
No
bark
power in the
teas.
verse can stop
It's
me.
just a great. By the way, teas are a great way to store your water because the water, you get the same hydration out of a 0.1 kilo tea as you do out of a 0.25 liter of water. So if you store your water in your teas, you can drink it down early like we have, make them into little bitty bites, and the way it works is that mushroom and rosehip tea, you get the benefit of the medicinal part when you finish the tea. As far as coffees and herbal teas and birch bark tea goes, you need to drink more of the tea to get more of the benefit. So these, the mushroom and the rosehip teas, you want to drink down the little bitty bites early in the game, get your calories and your water, and then you can save it for later and get the medicinal benefit from it as well. And thank you so much, Tingaling Spring, for the follow there. I appreciate that very much. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Aw, thanks, Gary. I appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and get some sleepity boos. Actually, is there anything else I want to do before we sleep? I was just kind of doing maintenance there. Yeah, let's rip that torch apart. We're just kind of doing a little maintenance there, making sure that we had all of our stuff where we needed to. Let's rip that apart. It does make the medicinal part way less. Yep, it sure does. It helps with the weight. It helps you get calories and food early in the game. It has a lot of benefits to it. Oh, look at that. And we got the improvised down bedroll now, too. We only have one ptarmigan fur left, so that's our only downside is we have only one ptarmigan fur left. But that's okay. Well, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, let's get some sleep. So yeah, in about an hour, Gary, we're going to be getting back into our 7 Days to Die. I'm going to be going to day 50 on our current 7 Days to Die run, mainly because I want to get past that last Horde night. So we're going to be going to day 50. Today we're going to be going and actually attempting a couple of tier 5 POIs. We'll see how it goes. But we'll be doing that today, and then next week we'll be, finishing it up probably. Now next weekend is a little different. Next weekend is the gaming convention, I believe. That is the 16th, 17th, and 18th. So I won't be streaming on the 16th, the 17th, or the 18th because I'll be up in Seattle at a board game convention up there. And so we'll be up there my son and I will be up there actually doing that. And then we'll be back on Monday the 19th, I think it is. So all right, so we've got that there. We've got that there. We are actually underweight right now. That's awesome. Oh, we do have all of our stuff here.
Gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
That's okay. That's okay. We got pies out here, my friend. We made deer pies for this specific situation. There we go. Wow, look at this. Look at this early morning. Let's go get a screenshot here, boys and girls. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. Look at that. Look at that sunrise over Pleasant Valley there, boys and girls. That is screenshot Hadrian. It's a Hadrian moment worthy. Absolutely beautiful. It's a game. It's called Dragonflight, Marley, and it plays all sorts of games. It's everything. There's the main thrust of it is a lot of board games, but people also play. There's also going to be role-playing games. There's going to be live action stuff going on. They even usually have a giant Jenga set up. It's pretty much anything that falls in the category of games. There's even some computer games, some LAN stuff they'll be doing there most likely. But yeah, pretty much anything that falls into the realm of video games, of vidya games. Well, or not vidya games, but board games, but also some vidya games there too. But yeah, everything, from basic stuff like Settlers of Catan, all the way up to stuff like Twilight Imperium, and really, really, like super expansive board games that take hours. There's even tabletop miniature games, that sort of stuff. Right now it's 2 p.m. where I live. I live on Pacific time. I live up in Oregon, so up in Oregon in the United States on the West Coast. Wonder if Monopoly will be there? I don't think so, no. I don't think anybody does Monopoly. But you never know. Maybe somebody will bring like a Lord of the Rings Monopoly or something, you know? But yeah, the board games played there are pretty, a lot of them, they're really fun. You know, there's one I played the other day. I go to my board game group on Wednesday nights, and we play all sorts of stuff there too, but we played Lords of Waterdeep a couple weeks ago, and that was really super fun. I hear ptarmigans. And I need ptarmigans. I see their shadows. See their shadows against the horizon there. I'm sorry, little buddy. That's a common complaint of a lot of games that are on computer, that then they, you know, or that are board games that they translate over to computer, and you're playing against AIs. It's not as much fun. Is the Cougar back yet? No, Cougar won't be back for months. I don't think the Cougar will be back until they release the next update. I just don't think so. They're majorly reworking the Cougar right now. I mean, it's going to be a major rework. Yeah, it's not going to be back for a while. I mean, everybody bitched and whined about it, so that's why they took it out. I mean, I think they should have left it in and just tweaked it a little bit. But everybody's put up such a big stink about it that they just took it out. Which I think was the wrong move. I think that was the wrong move. It should have been left in. They should have tweaked it a little bit and kept working on it. But they just removed it altogether. Which I don't think was smart, but it's their game, they can do what they want. I just wish people hadn't, like, thrown up such a fuss about it. Shows you how toxic the internet can be. I think it was implemented poorly. I don't disagree with that, but I totally disagree with the removal of it. What's the newest map in Long Dark? The newest map in Long Dark is the Far Territory. That's the expansion, the Tales from the Far Territory, and that one has the oh yeah, let's do it right here. Tales from the Far Territory has Forsaken Airfield, Sundered Pass, and Zone of Contamination in it. So those are 3 of the newer zones. But Sundered Pass is the brand newest zone. That's the brand newest one. And ultimately, the problem, Garou, with that is that the new Tales from the Far Territory zones are kind of fun, but it's very limited what you can do in them. There's not a lot to do in them, to be honest. Unfortunately. And the problem is that the stuff you can do in them is generally tied to the story. The storyline. There's not really a lot to do in them other than the storyline, which kind of sucks. I wish there was more to do more to do with them, but I'm gonna drop that. Get that heated up. Let's grab the meat. Oh, it's not even gonna be enough to make broth. I was thinking we can make some ptarmigan broth. Oh, never mind. Nah, never mind. Screw you, Atheenon. You get no ptarmigan broth. I guess I could make ptarmigan pies. But I need water for those, I think. Yeah, I could make ptarmigan pies, but I need a little bit of water. I'm just gonna cook the ptarmigan. I just don't care. We'll get our cooking skill up for that. But yeah, so Sundered Pass is the newest map in the game. It's an interesting map. I mean, I'll grant you that it's a very interesting map. It's kind of cool how they put it together. Unfortunately, most of the area that you go to in Sundered Pass, once you've been there, you don't really care about going back. Because there's not a lot of replayability with Sundered Pass, unfortunately. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Luckily, we got the little flip-flops. So we'll flip-flop our water. Get that nice and done up there. Can I add a stick to this and grab a torch? There we go. We're at 53.67 right now. We'll drink that. Eat a couple cattails. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna eat a can of peaches all the way down. That'll get us underweight. We can go to 43, so... Oh, we can't eat anymore. Tough decisions here. We gotta make the tough decisions now. There we go. 52.99. Oh, and we're out of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our flare ready, just in case we run into a Wolfie boy. Zone of Contamination and Sundered Pass are one and done zones. Yeah. There's not a lot of stuff that would ever make me want to go back there. But, you know, the game is so huge now that you don't really need to go back there. I mean, the game, you know, if you're taking your time and going through zones, it can take you a couple hundred days to get through all the zones in the game. So there's not really a reason to go back there at all. There's a wolf over there. You see him? You see him? He was attracted to our smell. He's going right down to where our smell was. Because he smells the pies and stuff on me. I'll let him pass. Yep, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Wolfie. He's off on a wild goose hunt. Or a wild ptarmigan hunt. Hey-oh! Really? Seriously? Such BS. And I have the crampons on too. I don't care that I'm on sort of crappy ground. And that I am overweight. And that I yeah, I guess I do have a lot of bad things going on. I guess I shouldn't complain about it. Once I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, I am overweight. I'm on tilted ground. Yeah, I probably deserve that sprain. Now that I think about it. When I really consider it, yeah, I probably did deserve it.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, I forgot, I can't pick anything up, because I'm literally at my max weight right now. I'm literally at max weight right now. Even if I pick, if I see a birch or maple, I'm gonna take it. But we got 6 birch and 4 maple on us now. We're gonna get 3 more maple in the Winding River, 2 to 3 in the Winding River. We're gonna get 3 to 4 birch again in the ravine. So we're gonna be well set on birch and maple for the forge run. Seriously, game? I don't need my wrist. You can suck it. You can suck it, wrist. I'm gonna drink a tea though, and get rid of the headache, or get rid of the pain. There we go. We still got the wrist broken, but we got rid of the pain at least, so that's something. Ta-da! Ta-da! Sometimes there'll be a birch or a maple down in this little valley by the cave. There's always a couple mushrooms here. Sprain, risk, shame, yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go overweight, but that's okay. Yeah, we got no birch here. Sometimes it'll either spawn here or it'll spawn up on the hill up there. I don't see it at either spot right now. Nope. Hello, friend. No feathers for me even. How rude. How rude. Ooh, what's back here? I see stuff on the ground. Looks like wood and a scarf. Alright. I'm just going to sit back here in the cave where it's warm and harvest up my squab. Well, that got us warmed up nicely, and now we don't have the smell from that on us any longer. Eat down a couple cattails, drink down a little water. Still a little overweight, but that's okay. I don't mind. We're going in heavy, boys and girls. We're leaving. We're leaving Pleasant Valley behind, so we're going out of here heavy. We are going to go check up on the hill, though. The hilltop cave I do want to definitely go by. Yeah, I wonder if they changed the maple and the birch spawn over here, because there used to be, up on the hill here, you could have some maple or birch spawn, and you could have a birch spawn down there, too. I haven't seen them in a long time, so I wonder if they changed that and took it away. They may have. I mean, they've changed a lot of spawn points in the game. Which I like. It makes it like a new game. You gotta look other places now. You can't just go to the same old places all the time. You gotta check around for your gear, which makes it more exciting. It gives it more of that sense of adventure, sense of the unknown. But yeah, at this point, that's the nice thing about this run, is at this point we're pretty much set up to do what we need to do. We've got our birch, we've got our maple. We've got our hacksaw, hammer, bedroll, pry bar, storm lantern, mag lens. We've got fire striker even. We've got everything we need for the rest of our run. And at this point, we would go into Mystery Lake. We'd drop stuff off at the Carter Hydro Dam. We'd move on to Forlorn Muskeg and do our forge run there. And then we'd come back into Mystery Lake and just from there we could do whatever we wanted. So, you're going to go for a bit sports time? Well, have a great one, my friend. Thank you for coming by. Reed Weber, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Friday to you as well. Now, this used to have a guaranteed box of crackers in here, but it doesn't anymore. Makes me sad. Makes me sad that they took away my guaranteed box of crackers. It really, truly does. They did add a bed to this cave, though, so that... I guess that kind of makes up for it. They did add a bed. They took away my crackers, but they added a bed to the cave. Now, how much good does that do me? I don't know. The bed helps a little bit, I guess. It makes me feel better. Makes me feel less awful that they took the the crackers away from me. Not by much, but by a little bit. Hate walking into the wind. Kind of wish they would not put hacksaws in open fields, which is really inconvenient to say the least. Yeah, some of the loot placement is a little bit awkward, and I will agree with you. They should have not done some of the loot placement they've done. But you know, again, it's their game. They can do whatever the hell they want. Wow, another pair of undies. That is the first time I found like really useful stuff on a body in a while. But yeah, having like the hacksaw up there by the crates in Timberwolf Mountain is kind of like, really? Really? Okay. Let's get this fire started, my friends.
Turned out pretty well.
There we go. Throw that reclaimed on there, a few more sticks, another piece of cedar or two. Get his meat. I mainly want the meat, but I'll take the hide if I can get it.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
There we go. Actually, we're going to cook up some more venison pies. How much water did that leave us with? Ooh, cooking 4, baby. Oh, yeah. Cooking 4 time. Oh, baby. Let's go. Okay, 49 minutes on that. Should be 40 minutes or so to get the hide. 54 minutes to get the hide. How much to get a gut? 27, 54 to get both guts. If I don't get the guts, I'm okay. I really want that hide, though. We should be able to make some more venison pies. Drop that. And now we should be able to get the 2 guts. How much time do we have on that? 3 hours still? Okay, cool. This is our exit out of Pleasant Valley. We're taking what we can with us. It's like we might as well. Because that gets us more guts and hides. I'm gonna eat one of those pies. Grab my skillet. Grab those pies. Get the venison off of there and eat that. Drink some of our heavy water. And we're at 52-2 now, so we can grab a few torches. Alright, let's go. Yeah, baby, that worked out awesome. And we got 2 more guts. We got another deer hide. We got some more meat pies that give us extra carry weight. The venison pies, rabbit pies, and ptarmigan pies are probably my favorite thing in the game. I mean, I do love the prepper pie, but just utility-wise, I get a lot more utility out of the ptarmigan, rabbit, and venison pies because of that extra 3 carry weight. I mean, I'm always heavy. Oh, there's a birch right here. Please don't be a bear. Please don't be a bear over here. No, this character will be done after we get done, Kenneth. I mean, I will mothball him, yes. But I don't know if I'll use him in the future or not. I mean, we're set up for great success. I mean, as far as doing a forge run, you know, and moving on from there, we're set up for really good success with this guy. We just got cooking 4 on day, what, day 20? Day 22? So, I mean, we're well set up on this guy. We're gonna get our forge run-ins pretty soon. Like I, you know, and that lead, I had somebody ask, and there's another thermos there. I had somebody ask the other day, is there a certain time when you need to get your forge run done? And honestly, depending on your spawn point, yeah, no, not really. I mean, you can sort of like, I think you need to have your forge run done by like day 30-ish or so at the latest. because you're going to start running out of food. You're going to need to get, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do though before you get a knife, a hatchet, and a bow and arrows and the arrowheads. As you've seen in just the first 22 days that we've been on this run, we spent the first almost 15, 16 days with no bedroll. We didn't even find a bedroll until almost day 17. So you can do it. It just takes a lot of pre-planning and thinking about where you're going next to get it done. But yeah, I'll probably mothball them for a little bit, Kenneth. I mean, like I said, you know, we're going to be doing a bunch of these ready to go runs over the next month or two. And we're going to basically be doing a new start every week in a new location. And for a while, we'll just do that live. We'll just roll a new location live, because what are the odds of us getting another Ash Canyon start right away? Because there's a lot of zones we can still spawn in, but after a while, I'll probably have to do a little bit of offline messing around to try to get the spawn points that we haven't got yet, you know, or the zones that we haven't got yet, and then just have those ready to go, you know, have it basically ready to load up and start when we start playing for that upcoming week. So, you know, and that'll mainly be further down the line when we've had, you know, quite a few different starts in different places. I'll have to do that. But right now, it's not that. We've only got the one start, so. Sometimes there's a body right over here. Not today, though. Wow, we're actually warm out here. We're actually warm out here with the clothing we have right now. I like that.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, it's always going to be a little too heavy to carry, my friend. But we're going to move on through. The low growl. Is there a tasty treat nearby? Bears love tasty treats, Marley, and I'm one of their favorite tasty treats of all, so. Now, the great news is we have a bedroll, so we can sleep wherever we want. I love that. Once you get the bedroll, your game frees up. If you get freed up so much in the game as far as what you can do, because before the bedroll, you're very constrained to certain places and certain areas that you have to go to because you have to sleep, and you can't sleep just on the ground. Well, you can in a snow shelter, but you can only sleep in trucks, cars, or beds that are already pre-made for you in caves, or in a bed that's in a house. So you don't really have a lot of options early in the game. Later in the game, once you find that bedroll, your world just opens up a lot. You can be like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep in this cave, you know? And you just flop down in the cave and go to bed. Like what we're gonna probably do down here. We're just gonna flop down in the cave and go to bed. In HRV, you need to get past Scruffy, but you got 2 sprained wrists, and remember you can't climb the rope as slight setback. Yes, it is. That is a slight setback there. 2 sprained wrists make it a little bit difficult. Not gonna lie. Eat down some more of that. We'll cook that up. We can cook this one up too. I'm not gonna make peach pies. Let's just be honest about it. I don't use my flour on peach pies, even though I have 3 bags of flour right now. I'm still not gonna use it on peach pies. I still ain't using it on peach pies. I just don't find them that useful. They're situationally, peach pies can be really nice, but I just don't find them super useful in my situation. Because peach pies, the thing about peach pies is they give you energy back. They give you energy, they give you a headache. Same thing with rose hip pies. They give you energy, but they give you a headache. And the thing is, they take up 0.2 kilos of my flour, they take some of my cooking oil, and they take my rose hips or my peaches. And I don't want to give up either of them. I'm like, no. Now, the one thing I can say about them is that if you have a low can of Pinnacle peaches and you want to use it, but you don't want to get food poisoning from it, if you do make it into peach pie, the peach pie is at 100%. And it does give you more calories as well. And also, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, too, you can do. You can triple dip. I'll show you here. Let's light a torch. I'll show you how you can triple. Here's how you can triple dip the cooking system. I don't know if this is something that people would say, oh, that's cheating or not, but I'll show you how to triple dip. You can double dip the cooking system and get a cooking skill, crafting and finishing a recipe. But with peach pies, you can actually triple dip the cooking system because you get your first skill up. So we're going to throw down this can of Pinnacle peaches. And the reason I save these other ones is I'm going to get a skill up off these as well. So we're going to heat up all these Pinnacle peaches here. Some of them will take a while, others won't. So those ones did not, because those were already eaten down to little bitty bites. That one also is eaten down to little bitty bite. So we got our skill ups from those. So we get a skill up here. So there's a skill up right there. We got a skill up there. Now, if we take this and we make it into a peach pie, we get a skill up there as well. See that skill up there? We got another skill up. Now, if we finish the peach pie, we get another skill up. So we just got 3 skill ups from 1 can of peaches, which is actually pretty damn nice. You get the same thing with the rose hips. You get 2 skill ups from those. You pretty much any of these you get skill ups from. Like if we make oh, I don't have the ability because I don't think I have the water. If we make some porridge, we get 2 skill ups for that. Gosh, we have like no water on us at all. Let's go ahead and get some water going. Yeah, let's get a little bit more fire here. There we go. Hey, Faith. Hey, Dante. How are you both doing? Dante over on the YouTube side. Faith on the Twitch side. Hello, hello. I have 4 pills left, right? Yes, I do. Drop that in there.
Feels like a lot of gear.
It's fine. Don't worry about it, buddy. You're gonna be okay. We're taking care of business here. Gonna get all this water purified up. There we go. Water purification tablets really help you when you want to quickly purify water. Get the porridge in there. I can make bannock, but I don't really want to waste the resources. I can make rosehip pies, but I don't want to waste the resources there either. Let's make up an herbal tea. I don't have any herbal tea made right now. And if we get in a bad spot, we'll want some herbal tea made. And every tea you make gives you a cooking skill as well. I think the rabbit skin hat in HRV secret stash seems to be all the time to spawn. I actually didn't find it there myself. I'm glad you did, but I didn't find it there, Beastie. We're still live on the Ash Canyon start. Yes, we are still live on the Ash Canyon start. Let's add 1 more stick. Get our porridge done. Pick up our stuff. Let's eat a acceptable venison pie. Get a little more weight. Eat an elegant peach pie and get a headache, but that'll give us some of our rest back. So now we're almost completely ready to go. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do to get rid of the headache. You can't take medicine for it or anything like that. It is a immutable affliction that just takes time. It takes, what, an hour to go away. That's the one thing I don't like about the peach pies, is they do take a while to go away. The nice thing is you do get a lot of calories. You get 900 calories out of a can of peaches. I mean, yeah, it does take cooking oil and flour to make as well, but you do get 900 calories. So, and you don't get calories out of flour and oil by themselves. So the 900 calories does kind of offset the stuff, but it also uses up your flour and oil, which are limited resources, and I would rather spend those on my venison pies and my rabbit pies and my other pies. So it all comes down to your personal gameplay style, and it comes down to the personal choices you want to make in the game and what fits you best. I mean, and that may fit you best. You know, it fits everybody better, you know, in different ways. So
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load.
I know, buddy. I know. It's fine. You'll be okay. You'll be just okie dokie. You'll be hunky dory, my friend. Like Dora the Explorer. Hey, we got a useless baseball hat. Woohoo! We got the useless baseball hat. Flour and oil does make Bannock, yep. But I don't want to waste it on Bannock. I mean, I would in a pinch. DSP, I would if I was in a pinch and all I had was flour, oil, and water, and I was like, I have no food at all, I'm gonna starve, I would make Bannock. But in a regular Interloper run, nah. I'll save my flour and oil for better stuff. For better stuff down the road. To me, it's worth its weight in gold for the other things. Yeah, it just feels like such a waste when there's other recipes I can use it on. But yeah, in a pinch, I would definitely do it. I would definitely do it if I needed to. All right, let's go ahead and drop this 12 coal here. And let's drop the 9 sticks here. And let's drop the 3 reclaimed wood here. There we go. I just want to lighten myself up to come down here. That way we could quickly get in and out of here, come back, grab all of our stuff. We're going to be slow walking into the winding river no matter what the hell we do. I just didn't want to slow walk down this as well.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Can you ask a favor of me? Of course you can. Oh, Bad Boy Gamer, thank you for gifting out a Tier 1 membership to Captain Salty over on the YouTube side. Appreciate that very much. I don't even want to use man-made food anymore. Keep it in decoration. Oh yeah, I do that sometimes too. Where I'll just have like some can of peaches and stuff just hanging around. In Hunted Part 1, I wonder if the bear would follow you to Forsaken Airfield. I think he does. I think he does. I'd have to go back on my 100 days of being hunted and see, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think he does. Did I check the body earlier? Nah, I didn't. I'm not gonna walk back and check it now. There's gonna be nothing worth it on it. I'm not even gonna bother. Not even gonna bother, Faith. I didn't check it, and no, I'm not gonna go back and check it. We're walking so slow. It's gonna take us an hour just to get back to him. Can you raid Too Shabby? He's a new player I'm watching right now. Well, I'm not stopping the stream for like another 4 hours. Are you talking about not Too Shabby? I mean, I've got him. Yeah. Yeah.
This pack is getting too heavy to
Yeah, if not too shabby, he's on in like 4 hours. I'll give him a raid. I don't care. Sure. Yeah, not too shabby. He's in chat all the time. I think I'm already following him on Twitch, by the way. Let me double check. I think I'm already following him. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yep, I got him. I do got him. He's offline right now. His name is Too Shabby. Okay, so maybe not. Oh, Too Shabby. No, I have not followed him. Yeah, I'll give him a follow right now, and if we're still on, you know, if he's still on in like 4 hours or so, I'll give him a raid. I don't care. That's all cool. That's all cool. He's gonna be like, wait a second, isn't that guy streaming right now? He's gonna be like, isn't that guy streaming right now? Hold on a second. I'm so confused. I confuse a lot of people. Just ask my ex-wife. She's very confused. But Bad Boy Gamer, thank you again for that gifted level 1 membership, Wolfpack membership on the YouTube side. Captain Salty, welcome into the membership level over there. Appreciate that very much. And let's give Too Shabby a shout out. Everybody go give Too Shabby a follow. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Wait a second. Did I spell his name wrong? Hold on. Hold on. Did I spell it wrong? How does that work? I may have spelled his name wrong. T-O-O. Oh, he has an under. God damn it! I hate underscores. I know why people have to do it. I just absolutely hate when people have underscores in their name. It just bothers the hell out of me. Too Shabby underscore. It annoys the crap out of me. They should not allow people to do that. But go check him out. Give him some love, boys and girls. I hate underscores in names. It makes I can bet, and it's not that they're wrong for having it. It's just that I'm an awful speller to begin with, and then you put underscores in the name, and my brain just turns off. My brain just goes.
to escape this cult.
But yeah, go check out Too Shabby, boys and girls. Give him some love. He is doing some Long Dark today as well. We are about to come upon the best cave in the entire game. Best cave entire game, boys and girls. Without a doubt. We're walking slow. We're at 58 kilos right now. We're walking slow, but, you know, that's okay. That's okay. You're watching both streams right now? Nice. Nice, nice. Give him that love, my friend. Sorry, I had to do something there. There we go. And all of y'all can go over and give our good friend Joe a little follow over on the YouTube side as well. Hey, there we go. Get all the love out there today. Go give Joe a follow as well, my friends. What's ready to go? The ready to go guides are basically short version. Basically, it's usually 3 to 4 episodes where we basically spawn in a zone and I tell you how to get ready to go for the rest of the game. So basically, this one we spawned in Ash Canyon, and it's basically showing people how to just get ready to go for the rest of the game when you get a spawn in Ash Canyon. So the ready to go part is I'm trying to set you up to be ready to go for the next 500 days in the game if you can. So this here, boys and girls, is the best cave in the game. Without a doubt, the best cave in the entire game. For one simple reason. Early in the game, if you need to, and you have no bedroll, you can actually come into this cave, and with 5 cloth and some sticks, you can build one of these, a little snow shelter in here. And you can also put down a fire here. We actually have a Magellan's chance. That's awesome. You can put a fire down here, and you can build a snow shelter right by it. And this fire is protected in this cave. The fire is an outdoor fire. It's protected in the cave, and it has no chance of getting blown out. Well, we'll go with the Magellan's fire then. Our torch went out. We need more torches. More torches. So yeah, this is in my opinion the best cave in the game. Because it has, unlike most caves, because most outdoor caves like this, you can build fires in them, no problem. You can build fires in them, no problem at all. But what you can't do in most of the caves out here is build a snow shelter right nearby. Question: did you find a bedroll, and if so, where? Yes, I did. I found it in the cave right near the, I found it in the cave there, Faith, that's right by, Thomson's Crossing. We got 7 birch and 5 maple now. We're still overweight. We're still overweight. And then see, you can just crawl into here, and this will always give you a bed. And then you can build the fire up, sleep here all night. You don't have to worry about a thing because nothing can get you. You'll be perfectly safe inside there the entire time. Now, if we were continuing this run, I'm just going to throw a few more coal on here just to get underweight. There we go. If we were continuing this run, we would go up here, we would harvest the birch, or the maple. I'm going to drop these hides and guts back here. These are all cured, but I just don't want them on me. I'm going to pick up that book, search this plastic container. Wow, glove central there, jeez. I'm going to throw all that stuff in there because I don't need it on me right now. I'm going to throw these flares in there. Throw those in there, and that in there, and that, and those in there. And that in there, a couple stones in there. Throw the red flare in there. And there's a couple of arrowheads in there. Alright, we're a good weight now. But yeah, I mean, it's a great place to sleep because otherwise your next sleep spot is through the Carter Hydro Dam and past the Carter Hydro Dam in those cabins out front. If you don't have a bedroll yet. That's why, if you have a bedroll, you don't need that spot. But there's a lot of times I'll spawn in Pleasant Valley, not get a bedroll there or anything like that. And then I'll need a place to sleep on my way to the Carter Hydro Dam. And that gives you a perfect opportunity. Now this place up here usually has 2 to 3 maples up here. And the ravine always has a couple of birch in it. So if you're ever in need of birch and maple to make your bows and arrows, these are the places to come to. And there's also sticks up here. There's usually some mushrooms up here. The doggos tend to be down in the river down there, so you don't really need to worry about them too much. And then there's usually a little fire over here that'll have, oh, some more matches. And some firewood by it. You can come up here and get all that stuff. You have to have, of course, the hacksaw for it. Oh, and we found the hacksaw, Faith, we found the hacksaw at the Thomson's Crossing by the big flatbed that's there. It was underneath the flatbed. And then we found a rabbit hat. We found a rabbit hat. Oh, this is actually a warmer scarf too, by the way. We found a rabbit hat inside the outbuilding of the barn. Not the barn, but the farmhouse. So that building that sits out by the road, the rabbit hat was up on the top part of that. I know, crazy, huh?
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
There we go. But has Ash shared the code yet? No. there are no cheat codes. Where'd the other rabbit go? Oh, there he is. He's way down there.
No power in the verse can stop
There we go.
me.
Grabbed a couple more stones. Hey, Gazer, thank you so much for the follow there. The hat. I have seen the hacksaw on the flatbed before. Yeah, I think one run, actually, Faith. I think I had the hacksaw and the... I had both the hacksaw and the, Wow, we were able to get that. That was awesome. That was awesome! Let's go, baby! 3 fur like that. Oh, that's so beautiful. We had the hacksaw and the heavy hammer there. Look at that. We got so much fire in there, we don't know what to do with it all. So much fire, we just don't know what to do with it all. I have a goodish PC, but Long Dart recently seems to be warming up my PC a lot. Do you know why? Ooh, I am the worst tech support person you could ever ask, because I do not know. I will tell you right now, tech stuff, I am not that smart on. So I wish I had a good answer for you, but I do not. I don't have one. I know, and that makes you sad. Just like my venison pie guy. He's sad too. But yeah, I can barely get my tech to work, Gazer. I can barely get my stuff to work half the time. Half the time I have to call my tech guy in. Have you changed out your apple butter? What? What's my favorite post-apocalyptic Canadian winter wilderness survival game? Long Dark. Clean your computer, hover and air can. Yeah, that could be it. I do on a regular basis take out my my filter and clean my fans and stuff. And you do need to do that on a pretty regular basis, because if you don't, your computer can build up a lot. See, like you can already see on my screen here, it's starting to build up some dust. And it's always good to take that and dust it off and just use that air can. Now you do want to unplug your computer, power the computer all the way down before you start blowing crap in it. You want to make sure that you don't have the power going to it, because I think that can mess stuff up. But again, I'm not a computer scientist, so I'm not into the computer stuff. I was having some thermal issues. Turned out my apple butter was worn out. Yeah, well, and that could be an issue too. How long ago did you change the thermal paste? The thermal paste between your processor sits on top of something, and you have to have this thermal paste in between it. If you've had your computer for a lot of years, that thermal paste can get old and dry, and it won't conduct the heat out of the processor as well. So you may need to reapply thermal paste. That could be something, but that's mainly if you've had the computer for a long, long time. Just looked inside. I think you guys solved it. Haven't cleaned it in about 6 months. Never changed thermal paste though. I would try cleaning it first. Try cleaning it out first. That most likely is your problem. Oh yeah, that's correct. Air spray cans can create water vapor. Okay, so I'm right on that. Wow, I'm actually right on something. Is there a memento key in HRV on Interloper? If so, where is it? A memento key. I don't... Oh, yes, there is. The memento key, Beastie. You know the very deep area, like the very bottom down there where the moose can spawn? If he's not up at Monolith, he spawns down at the other place. You know where there's the 2-rope climb that goes down into it from the Monolith Lakeside? The key is on that second cliff down. So you have to climb down the first rope, use your hatchet to get through the scrub brush, and then right before the next rope climb down, there's a note and a key. That key takes you all the way to the tippy top peak, and there is a box up there that has a bear hide in it. So you can take your PC in the backyard and hose it down as long as you don't spray it too hard. Thank you for the bear apocalypse there, by the way. So that's where the memento key is. I'm just gonna cook these rabbits up because I don't care, and I just want food. And it's mainly to get some more rabbit hides as well. But welcome back, Lady Q. So we got out of Pleasant Valley. We are headed back to the we're heading to Carter Hydro Dam at this point, basically. We're heading to the Carter Hydro Dam, but we probably aren't. We aren't going to get there. We're at the end of our time today. And that's the end of that's the end of this character as well for right now. Oh Jesus Christ! We may return to it at some point. Lady Q, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my goodness! I am going to finish harvesting these rabbits up though. So yes, the memento in HRV is really nice. It gives you a bear hide, already cured bear hide, which is super awesome. And you want that. You want the bear hide. You love the bear hide. And let's grab the hide. You always want to take the hide with your hands if you can. The hand harvesting of the hide is always as quick as the knife. But the corpse has to be thawed out. That's the only downside, is that the corpse has to be thawed out for you to do that. All right, there we go. Let's pump up the jam here a little bit. Put another fur on there. Put some sticks on there. Throw another coal on it. A little water in our belly. And then we'll kind of review what we've done on this run. So we started this run in Ash Canyon. We spent the first, 4, 5, 6 days in Ash Canyon basically getting all the stuff. We went to the miners' camp. We went, of course, to the Angler's Den first. Went to the miners' camp. Went to eventually get up to the gold mine. We got the backpack and the crampons. We then made our way out into Timberwolf Mountain, down to the Mountaineer's Hut. We did go into Pleasant Valley to the Misty Falls picnic area because that is one of the possible locations for the bedroll, but we didn't find it there. We did go then up to the summit on day 11. We didn't get a hacksaw at the summit, so we were unable to open the crates. But on the good side, we did get a heavy hammer, which makes it so we can now do the forge run. We also got the fire striker. We found the prepper's pie recipe in the abandoned preppers cache in Timberwolf Mountain. So we got that done. Then we came back down to Mountaineer's Hut. We went down on day 15 into Pleasant Valley. Made our way to the Burned Ridge Cave. and we found nothing in the airplane, but we made our Burned Ridge Cave down to Skeeter's Ridge, Draft Dodger's Cabin. We then went to the Pleasant Valley Farmstead. From there, we went over to the barn, where we didn't find really a whole lot of stuff, but we got our stem in the barn. We went down to the rural store. We found at the Crossroads houses, we found that we actually had the hacksaw there. Then we went to the cave that's right up above those houses, and we found the bedroll there. We then went through the picnic area, Heartbreak Ridge, the forest cave, back to the farmstead, grabbed all our stuff, and we went up the Signal Hill, picking up birch and maple as we went, and now we are here in the Winding River in this cave system, sleeping in our nice little hut. And if we were to continue this run, we would basically head straight into Mystery Lake, drop off stuff in the Carter Hydro Dam to cure, keep going straight to the Forlorn Muskeg Forge, come back, craft our bows and arrows, and bingity bangity boom, we're ready for the rest of the run. And that's what we would be doing. At that point, we would be ready to go for the next 200, 400 days. So a fresh catch, you should always use your hand. On the hide, yes. On the hide, the hands are always fastest. On the guts and the meat, it depends. The hacksaw does a really good job on the meat and guts, but the knife does a better job on the guts if you have a knife. The knife is the best on guts and meat, unless it's frozen or you're at very high harvesting skill. If the meat is frozen, the hacksaw is the best item to use. So it's very situational. I always recommend when you're harvesting an animal, toggle through the different items you have. And see what's best. Oh, the cougar knife's 20 minutes. Well, I don't have a cougar knife, so the hands are still the best. And guess what? You never have to repair your hands. So if you have time and you don't care about getting it done in a short amount of time, always use your hands to harvest items, because you don't ever have to repair your hands. You have to repair every other tool in the game, though, that you would utilize to get things done. So the hands are free. All right, there we go. We got our save point. So yes, this was a fun run. I don't know where we'll start next week, but next week we will be starting a brand new Interloper run and doing that. I'm actually going to load in. I wanted to show Beastie here real quick. I'm going to load into our mapping run, because our mapping run is here for a reason. This is the run that we mapped everything on. So if you're wondering at all, Beastie, in Hush River Valley, if you're up at Monolith Lake, okay, there's the Peak Cave. You can go up that thing to get to the Peak Cave, or you can go up the other way, and you can get to the cave here. And then there's the rope climb that goes down here by the Pensive Vista Cave. There's that rope climb that goes down. It's the second rope down that has a key. And then it brings you back to the memento cache that's up here that has the bear hide in it. So that's the way to go there, is go down that side. Or if you want to, you can go down the rope climb on the other side into the moose area, and then you can climb back up out of there. But the problem with this side over here, and I don't know why I don't have the ropes on there. The problem with this side over here is that you have to have a hatchet to break through the scrub brush to get through it. Oh, we're out on the lake. Interesting. we're in zoning. We're in Sundered Pass right now, over on Ambler's Lake in the fishing cave. Nice. But anyway. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today on our Long Dark journey. Like I said, next Monday, we'll be starting a brand new Long Dark adventure. Tomorrow, we'll be getting back on to day 28 of our Misery run. We're in Forlorn Muskeg. We're headed towards Bleak Inlet, or Broken Railroad, and then we'll be doing our foraging in Broken Railroad, and then our ultimate goal is to get to Forsaken Airfield before the game claims us. So that's our goal right now, is to do that. And I'm pretty excited. I think we've got a good chance of doing it. So that's going to be our goal tomorrow and Sunday. And, if we don't live tomorrow, we'll start a new Misery run on Sunday, because it is Misery weekends. So that'll be fun. But for right now, we're going to wrap up our Long Dark. For those of you on YouTube, you have an opportunity to come back in about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to take a potty break, grab another drink, get maybe a little snack, and then I'll be back with some 7 Days to Die. So bye-bye to those of you on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the like button as you're on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you next time on the YouTube side if I don't see you in 4 or 5 minutes for some 7 Days to Die.